May 2nd, 1933. Today in history, there was a Loch Ness Monster sighting reported in the Inverness Courier. This sighting was apparently witnessed by a local couple who told the Courier that they saw an enormous animal rolling and plunging on the surface of the loch. Now, of course, this set off a flurry of other newspapers and people being interested in it. London newspapers, Irish newspapers, newspapers from all over Scotland sent correspondents to Loch Ness to try to capture pictures or talk to more people about sightings of the beast. There was even a circus offering 20,000 sterling pound as a reward for capture of the beast. Now that's a lot of money back then, and it's a lot of money today. A little bit about Loch Ness. It's located in the Scottish Highlands. It's the largest freshwater body in Great Britain. It has depths of 800 feet in places, and it's about 23 miles long. Scholars say that the Loch Ness Monster sightings go all the way back to the 500s. About 500 AD, there appears to be the local people, Picts, which were the locals natives to the area, seem to have carved strange aquatic creatures into boulders and rocks around the loch. The earliest written reference to the monster is in a biography of St. Columba, which was done in the 7th century. According to this biography, St. Columba was going to try to talk to the Pictish king of the natives in the area to try to convert them to Christianity. On his way, he had been hearing tales of this beast that had been killing men, and supposedly he just happened upon the creature about to kill another man when he intervened and invoked the name of God, and he commanded the creature to go back with all speed. Apparently the creature did go back with all speed and never killed another man. Now, what prompted a lot of the modern sightings, supposedly, is that there was a road that had been finished along the loch. There had never been a road along the loch where you could actually see the lake and anything that might be in it. And it was completed in early 1933. So the April 1933 sighting was reported to the paper on May 2nd. Now this meant that interest just exploded in the creature. Several correspondences from around the area, the UK, and even I think a couple of American reporters went to check it out. But a correspondent from the Daily Mail said he actually saw large footprints, huge footprints of a four-legged animal, and they carried the dramatic headline, "Monster of Loch Ness is not legend but fact." So of course, just hundreds of tourists arrived at Loch Ness, and they waited for the appearance of the creature. The footprints were cast in plaster, and they were sent to the British Natural History Museum, and they said they were the tracks of a hippopotamus, specifically one hippopotamus foot. We're going to guess that was some hunter's trophy, but it did incite monster mania. Now, on the last picture that you just saw, a famous photographer, that was a very famous photograph from 1934, and it was done by a local doctor, and it has since come to pass that that picture has been proven to be a hoax. Now, if you think about it, it is possible that something that deep and dark could hold something maybe like a plesiosaur, but they were long extinct, but stranger things have happened. They were thought to have died off with the rest of the dinosaurs, but it could have made its way up the River Ness from the sea in the past 10,000 years. Plesiosaurs are believed to be cold-blooded and wouldn't survive in the frigid waters of the Loch Ness, though. So that kind of puts a damper on that. It's probably a primitive whale, and although they've also been thought to be extinct for about 18 million years, you never know in that case, too. I mean, stranger things. Skeptics argue that what people were seeing in the Loch Ness were like oscillations in the water surface caused by the inflow of cold water into the warmer loch. Now, of course, people have been looking at Loch Ness since then, and constantly. And in the 1960s, several universities from Britain launched some large explorations into Loch Ness using sonar. Some people said they saw large moving underwater objects that they couldn't explain. Just lots of fun stuff. There's a lot to learn about the loch and the monster, but at this point, we're just sticking to May 2nd, 1932, when the Inverness Courier put out the article about the local couple seeing the creature in the lake. And that's all for today. Thanks for stopping by.